Hello, ladies, gentlemen, and small fellow creatures from Office Century. Today we're gonna do little bit different stuff. I'm in the mood for writing some programs in my spare time for a change. Normally, I do only software development at work, and yeah, I do in my spare time as well. But yeah, I thought, well, might as well be streaming. Um, we'll see. I am going to work on my fake sort of cryptocurrency, except that it's not crypto or currency for that matter. And it's certainly not a blockchain, because blockchain is, in my opinion, a bit stupid and very, very, very energy inefficient. So I thought, well, let's see how efficient we can get if we use like the classic central banking approach. Um, but first, I think we're gonna do something. Wait, don't I have some? I hope this doesn't get me banned, but it says royalty-free music, so I think we're gonna play some music. It might be too. Yeah, I hope it's not too loud. And the other thing, before we get started, really, I have this great setup here. Well, great homemade setup. With my home automation controller. This is just a virtual thing. I have the hardware, the real life hardware with, real keyboard and LED display next to me. And I have a push to talk hardware with USB foot switches. The problem is I always have to hold the foot switch. I have 3 switches on this thing and I'm only using one. So if I let go, it mutes my microphone. Yeah. And I think we're gonna fix that first. I have 3 buttons, might as well use them. So let's log into my thing. And let's see, I must be in the OBS port module. Show state. The question is, how did I do this? Show state, no. Show config, no, that's not it. Must be handle cyclic. It's been quite a while since I done that. We call set alive ping, yes. Set muted voice. Handle state event. Allow. No. Mute voice to. Okay, that's it. So that's probably handled. By the keyboard handler itself. Switched immediately. If you know what? Print key and key down. Oh, my second console screen. Okay. This key, huh? So okay. So the other one is 31. Okay. If okay. Let's comment that out. If 0. Let's comment that out. So because I might want to change that later to go back to the one key thing. If key equals 17 and key and key down equals 1, we make it unmute, else if key equal no, I changed the keys around, so 31 is unmute, and 17 is now equal 1. Come on, what's with my keyboard today? Then we want to mute. In theory. That's of course, how can I put it? Quite brazen of me to reprogram my streaming setup while I'm streaming, but hey, what the? Voice on, and now switch it off. And it's back on. Okay, it works. Perfect. Crisis solved. Perfect. Okay. Make OBS push to talk to button thing. Push. Okay. Never can remember that command. Alright. So perfect. Perfect. It now runs back in the background. We can now put that away. Yes. XPD. The Pearl Monk's XP derivative. There's this great website for Perl developers. It's called Pearl Monks. And you get experience points. And if you look at my thingamajig, I currently have 4,237 experience with 626 write-ups. So, and we can just, instead of, proof of work or proof of stake or whatever, you can base a currency on anything. Basically, you can say, a currency can be, I don't know, like in Fallout, it's bottle caps, or, in most cryptocurrencies, it's how much power can you waste to make one of those coins. And I just base my currency on people having experience, and you gain experience by putting good, insightful posts about programming on this website. So, why not? I mean, it probably means that most people who work at the bank, especially on Wall Street, will never be, you know, smart enough to gain experience. But hey, that's not my problem. It's just an experiment. Um, and yeah, it's based on that, or it will be based on that. And so far, I've gotten a lot of background stuff working or programmed, and some basic stuff working. This is, of course, all based on my pre existing open source framework thing. I can go out and say I reset the database earlier, so I need. That's not linked because it's just a test system. You can't officially register yet. But I can just. Or I could just call it if I didn't. Session ID of a relation registration violates null constraint. What? That is new. Okay. I was planning on, developing further, but it seems my latest version of or my latest changes messed something up, so now we have the opportunity, in air quotes, to debug it. It must be. Wait. Session ID validation token. Null value, blah 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 blah. XPD user registration or user. No? How? Okay. Request ID validation token session ID. I only need to, in theory, do exactly that. But I can't see my other screen, so okay. I should only be needing to do that. That is a good question. Don't I get? Right. Because I called it directly, no? Because I called it directly, it might mean... What? Then I just... Yeah, because I called it directly instead of with a link. It doesn't have a valid session ID. But that only happens if I log out but don't display the login window first. Or something. Yeah, it's a long-standing bug, but whatever. Let's start the registration. And we need to copy that. And did I copy it? I might not have Control C did. Okay. We need to copy that into my home node. So the system can validate my account on Pearlmonks. So register. Yes, save. Now we can log in. In theory, log in. And we have our account. We don't have any coins yet because that part is currently in the works. I have most of the code here, but I still need to write a worker. And I haven't tested any of that code yet, but the initial account initialization thing should yeah, if that happens, it's not good, but I think I fixed that bug. What I can do... What? Wait, what? What the... No. Yeah, I think we might be better off with anything but Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. It's not much better, but whatever. I don't have any... what? No, that's the basic. Okay. XPD. Push the let's go into the framework. So I don't have to write this from scratch. Admin command seems to be a good candidate. Yes. Copy admin commands to this. Pop D. Move admin command to accounting. Did I? Yes. Helper is also called accounting, but that doesn't really matter. Worker XPD accounting I should need that. Should need that. Yeah, date strings. You never know when you need date strings. I usually leave it in there. So, sub new. No. Where did I? That might not have been the best module to copy. No. Do we have what? That's not a. Wait, yes. Whatever. Okay, that might be a better candidate. Admin commands is so old it doesn't do the stuff in a time standard thing. In a standard thing. Move timer accounting. Vim accounting. Yeah. That XPD counting. There we go. Yeah. You gone. Register. We want this. We don't need a clock switch. Is my real-time inter-process messaging communication framework. We don't need the reload callback. We can remove all that stuff. And now we're on a standard worker module. Yes, perfect. Yeah, it's quite a bit of how can I put it? Boilerplate. For the simple reason because that's part of a big framework and it's very, very flexible what every module can do. That's my reminder to drink some water. The beeping you just heard. Okay. So, what we also want to do is use page camel help us XPD accounting and my counting. And no, that's on. We need to. let me just take a look. Web XPD, yeah, whatever. It's the same for web and worker, so it's doesn't. So yeah, we want that, and we can only register the other module on the first run. In this case, our helper module, because it needs database and stuff. If defines self, how do we let's call it now XPD account. Yeah, let's call it XPD. I don't. Yeah, because the module is. No. I'm bad at naming things. Okay. Let's call it accounting, because we might. Okay, then self-accounting is new DBH. It needs the DBH and the reporting handler there. So now it's defined. So in theory, what we can do basically, what does this give me as a result? I haven't yet run this, so it's probably completely going wrong, but in theory that should test a major part of the complete accounting stuff. When we first fetch the XP of the Kavik user and you know, do the first bookings and entries and what have you. So XPD user XPD and it should just return true or false if self accounting update XP and the backlog couldn't fetch couldn't run update XP, failed to, would be better, failed to and that has no other consequences, because and we already should get all the other logging things. So it doesn't do much at the moment, but well, the worker doesn't do much. The thing is, we need to actually configure a worker. So let's just copy the uncritical worker to the XPD worker. In cycle time, yeah, old comment, this should have gone away for, okay, so let's try this. All we need is XPD accounting, that's just a name, a unique name in this worker, so we want XPD accounting. It needs this, this, and this. That should be it. So that's the moment where everything goes wrong. Yeah, XML, started with the debug. There's many things that could do we have let's see what base config does. Didn't I rewrite the worker? No, I didn't. Okay. So it doesn't know the correct debug path. And basically, normally it loads only installed modules, but with the debug flag, it loads them directly from the development directories. And now it's all gone apeshaped. Yeah, okay. Help us, 58. 58. Oh. We actually don't have it. What? What the fuck is this music? Sorry for... No! Yes, it's royalty free, but mostly because it's crap. Okay, let's try this. Okay. Anyway, so there's gonna be a lot of finding out what I didn't do correctly. 100. If, yes, of course. And 116. Uh-huh. Because I'm an idiot. Yeah, I should declare my variables correctly. That is 133, 134, 134. So if what do you choose? What? Yeah. Copy paste error. And most of this stuff is probably because I have my braces wrong. So 183 and 199. 183. Legend number 199. What do you not like about this? Or the problem is because the statement shouldn't end here, of course, which means a lot of the other stuff is undefined. Na, 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 na. 37. Help us, XPD. Yes. Yes. Did I write it wrong? No. Ah, I'm stupid. It's a new. Well, relation XPD user does not exist. Because that's supposed to be users, and hope that we get more than one. Can't locate method log event. Didn't I? Didn't I? Maybe forgot to declare. Oh, or I didn't write it. Okay. It might if I have a function that's called log event. Ah, there it is. Might help to call the correct function. Negative funds. What? No. Delta. Transfer XPD. Because if the amount and the source right, the internal account is always negative. That's how, in theory, every economy works. You start any economy by zeroing out everything, and then the government lending money to the bank. So basically, the moment you start an economy, the banks owe the government money because that's how economy works. If you don't do that, then your economy is going down the drain pretty fast, because it's not backed by anything, but basically it's backed by the government trusting in the banks to, let them create money, more or less. And trusting banks is a problem in itself, but I'm not going to get too political here. Yeah. That should work, because we then ignore the okay. Max from ledger, that's in 206. Yeah, that shouldn't be there. Come on! Relation letter does not exist. Of course it doesn't. Did I? Failed to book Delta for user Kevek DB error. Can't read next ledger number. Really? What does my database say? Select from ledger. Okay. Haha. It's an interesting bug because it's in my database initialization script. Just need to deal with a bit. With a bit of spam on the discussions. Yeah. That should. So, database 003. I might have. I need to create the initial entry in the ledger. You know what? Move that up there for now. Log. Yes, there. Ledger number. Username. Source username. Target. XPD. Change and description. Values. First entry is 1. It's from admin to admin. It's 0. And The description is create economy, whatever. And when if we execute this on the console there, then we should be able to still not do it. Do I really need that? It's not gonna be... That should work just as nicely. What? 216. Ah, damn it. Fetch hash ref. Oh, then let's put it back. That was correct. But that should hash ref. Do I have any more of these? No. XPD amount does not exist. 187. Set. Really? XPD users. It's only called XPD. Okay. Oh well. Bit of debugging later. We are getting there. We are there! It seems. Let's see. Select star from XPD users. That's perfect. Select star from XPD account. Yes, sir! Woohoo! That works. That works. So in theory, if we go into our account, yeah, time to drink some more water. We got deposited 4,237. Yes, perfect. Alright, perfect. That is perfect. The public ledger says we moved 4,237 from the admin, which is the base account. It's basically the economy account, to Kavak, That's good. And it says Pearl Monk's XP Delta because it, calculates how much we gained or lost since it last did this cycle, and it does this cycle every 48 hours for every user. So let's see. So if we go into this one and say select sum from XPD, change from XPD account, we get 0, right? Because it's a zero-sum game if you take all the counts into consideration. And it's 0. So let's see, we could try to we send admin like 1 test transmission. It's not gonna do it right now because we haven't programmed it yet. It's just gonna put it as a request. So what we can do is write a new function. Actually we want to do it in... Do we want to do it in the worker directly? No. Maybe? No. We write just a new function that says sub. What's the table called? Ledger request, right? Handle ledger request. It's ledger request, right? XPD ledger requests. Or request. Okay, that's singular. Whatever. That's pretty easy, I think. All we do is my select statement or select statement handler is self dbh, the database handler, prepare cached, select star from XPD ledger request, order by let's say creation time, and we limit it to 100 per run, whatever. Really doesn't matter. It's more it's more of a thing that we limit the amount of memory and the amount of locked rows, but yeah, that's not really doesn't really, I could say, 1,000, I could say one. It's not for this kind of stuff. It really doesn't matter if you handle 1,000 requests at the same time, but this function is probably gonna be called every couple of seconds. So if you have more than like 100 new requests we have to book in the ledger every like 5 seconds, we got completely different problems, because then we need a bigger server. But yeah, this is maybe if the worker hangs and restarts automatically, then it's gonna be very, very quick to catch up. So we need my I could just basically copy. We need to delete from ledger request where I think it's request ID. Really can't remember a request ID. Yeah, there. And one important thing, never change data you're currently iterating through in the database. That way lies madness. So what we do, we always read every request. Or we do the whole read, put it into memory, work on it, and then, delete it. If celesth execute if it returns false, then we do some standard error handling. Return 0. Okay. While my line is LSDH petro href and push it into requests. And finish the statement. Now, the additional benefit is we can now do every single request in its own transaction. While requests, no, for each my requests can just if we want that. Just I'm a bit old school when it comes to that. I could tell my editor to for code completion and stuff, but I don't like it. Most of the time it gets in the way. XPD from and then we need if that goes no. My state is because we can either have a database error or we have insufficient funds. Request, what's the thing called? Username source. Request username target, right? Or destination target. Then we have request XPD change and request description. If state, so if it's false, then we need dbh rollback and return 0, right? 0. If state, all right. Okay, that's just for me. I could just do the standard thing and just ignore the rest, because in theory it works if the user has funds or not, but debug log cancelled insufficient funds, right? Else if state equal -1 unknown username, whatever. That's just for me for debugging. What we always want to do is then call if del execute from request ID. If it isn't a technical malfunction, we can always let me remove more spam. Damn it. Yeah. Okay, sorry about that, but someone is trying to spam my chat and I'm not gonna let them. If we... Can I... Okay. If this doesn't work... Okay. Whatever, this means that the technology has worked. We just have some problem with either the user getting deleted or just not having enough funds. And that's okay in either case, or if the transaction worked flawlessly, we want to delete the request. We only don't want to delete the request if there was a technical problem, which means we're gonna try again later. If that worked, we are gonna commit, and we are also increasing our work count. That's just sometimes I use that statistic. Mostly it's just to show that wait, that's in the worker buff. Then never mind. And when we're done, we can just return 1 to notify the worker everything worked. So now let's do that. The function is called handle ledger requests. And ledger requests failed to handle ledger requests. So, and if we restart the worker, we probably get some errors. Okay. The 62 requests, not singular. 61. Oops. Yes. No. That means that is still 0. We transmitted 1 coin, which means when we go into our account, we deducted 1. 4236. Our new account should read 4236, right? Select from XPD users 4236, right? Perfect. Okay. Select from XPD account where username equals admin. Yes, we got 1 coin. Deposited. And we got legend number. Okay, that's our entry in the ledger. So if we go to ledger entry 3, I want to show the column thingies. But yeah, Kevex and admin an amount of 1. But it might be nice if we could let me look into that. Web XPD account log. I guess that's okay. How? List and edit. Web. I think the logs do have that feature. Filter column. No, I don't think those have the. Do they? Filter column. No. There's only. That's the one we're looking for. So XPD. So if we go to there, copy that one, and then we should just restart the server, the web server. Perfect. And then we should be able to just, of course it's not perfect, but yeah, free. Well, probably later on have an option in the public ledger and in the account to click on the ledger entry and open a page with the complete transaction, this single transaction. But yes, so, and what I didn't look at before, that still says 4,237. So if I don't gain any XP and don't lose any XP, the next time the thing comes around and sees if I gained any XP, it will compare that number to the XP number on Pearl Monks and says I didn't gain any, and shouldn't give me any extra, but I could just say if delta, if not delta, so if we didn't have any change, then we just, we didn't need any extra entries in our table to tell me that I didn't gain anything. We just commit and go out and we're done. Perfect. It worked. Yes. Perfect. Yeah. I'm going on a very, very short break. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I mean, one thing that would be nice, that this thing somehow, I don't know how, displays like the current balance of this thing, and it's probably easiest to do it in the central header thing. Somewhere here next to the username or somewhere there. Question is, do I really have to edit the layout for everything, because that's a layout I use for multiple projects? But let's see. Let's see. Page camel framework. Web. Templates. Yeah, that has a lot of stuff in it, but somewhere here it has. Yeah, it has even. It's even supporting 1st April with the Wizard of Oz theme. Yeah, alright. Last name. I could say. Also, that should have a space in it. Doesn't matter, but it drives me crazy if this doesn't. If data, yeah, if extra info, if this isn't empty, then we would say, yeah. Yeah. Quote user data extra info. And that should have a space in here. So, in theory, we now can inject some extra data in the template. The question is, how? Page camera framework, web apps to let's call it global info PM. Okay. Most of that stuff, XPD, global info, we don't need the reload call, no. All we need is the pre-render call that gives us the option to modify the web data which gets rendered into the template before okay. My cell statement handler is... Come on, really? Fuck you, spammers. Someone likes to spam some idiotic content. Okay. Report it all for spam. Okay, so okay. Prepare cached, and we want to select from XPD users where username is question mark or croak. So if defined web data, so if not defined web data, user date, user, or if that one equals the guest, so a not logged in user, then we just do nothing, right? So if shall sdh execute for the username, if that fails, we want to debug log the error string, so I can see that something went wrong, and we just return. So now my perpetual hashref, right? Finish and yeah, commit it, whatever. Actually, we don't need. Do we need? Doesn't matter in theory. So okay, if defined line and defined line xpd, so we know the amount. Then we could just say web data user data, how do we call it? Extra info. Header info. Let's call it header info. Okay. Header info. So is that one xpd. So in theory, we could just load this module in XPD global info, whatever. XPD global info. We need that. No, we don't have a page information. And yeah, yes, in theory, set 68. I might have forgotten to delete that stuff. Okay. So if we load this, then it all goes pear-shaped, right? Why? We say return here. Okay, I have this general bug that sometimes hides the error messages. Still have to fix that, of course. So the problem, I don't think it's happening here. It's happening the cell statement, right? Yeah, no. Damn it. Okay. If defined, I'm stupid. Of course that doesn't work. Equals dbh prepare. Now it works. Right. That happens if you're trying to rush things. Yay! And we have a global header info of our fund. It's not perfect, but it's a start. It certainly gives us initial options. We can always beautify it later on, whatever. And in theory, if we log out, log into the admin account, we received 1. Yeah, that might, yeah, if we could click on that, it would exactly say who we received it from. I can fetch that later with a database view, that's not a problem. But if we send an amount of 1, test transfer back, The worker should have
Any ideas?
transferred it. No, because didn't we start it? Did I? Where did my... Did I close it? Yeah, I closed it. Oh, right. That looks good. In theory, we transferred one from admin to Kavak. Got one deducted in the admin account, and if we log in to this account, we got one back. We got 4237. Nice. Very, very nice. That works. It's not too late. Yeah, I'm gonna take a short break. Maybe we start the NFT thing. I'll be right back. Well, yeah. Let's try this. Counting NFTs would the basic NFTs would need for the user would need an overview mask like this. And a way to request NFT creation with upload a file and then the background worker does its thing. So yeah. First things first. We done that, we fixed that. Wait, I didn't. What did I change here? Okay. Alright. Don't use fixed image size in image list review. Okay, try this. And then we fix the layout, allow header info for user data. Pushing it, and then we can go to the XPD project. So configs XPD NFT. Okay. For now, we only use a list to display it. All the other stuff is gonna happen next time. We're not. I'm gonna fully flesh out today. Use NFT. We need user NFT. Username is user, yes. We restrict to that. Except we restrict to the owner. Because when it's owned by someone else, only that person can display it. ID is With TID creation time is the same. We want to show the creator. That's gonna be text. That's basically the username of who created it. We want to show off a title. Let's display this description as well. Description, and then we want to display the image. And that's where it probably falls down, but we'll see. And wait, for the user, don't we have isn't there a user log? Right. We might want to display that as well. Right. Before I forget. Because then the user should be able to see if something went wrong. That's the table user log. We want the log ID. On by the by the log ID? By the log time. Log time descending. Volume filters is log time, and that log time let's display the ID as well. That's always helpful. Primary key is the log ID, right? Yes. Maybe if I didn't forget. Yes, log ID. And then we have the log the log text, which is a text where log time is a date, and that's pretty much it, except we want to, of course, restrict it to the user. Okay. That means we can put it there in the official log, and that is user log, and we also want to see NFT creator, so, or let's call it my NFT. Not sure if this allows spaces, but it should. Start page. Display. My NFT. Put it this way, then we have user NFT, user NFT, and currently nothing else. That's perfectly fine. I think, not sure what this thing does, if it might not display the quick nav. Page title. My NFT. My NFT. Table. NFT restrict owner thing. Creation time. Hey Nizar, how are you doing? Sorry, didn't see you before. The configuration files are XML, where the slightly adapted parser. It's valid XML, but it has some interesting features, like replacement of variables and stuff. Well, the thing is, JSON and things like that are much better for communication between processes, but XML is easier to edit by hand, and these are only the configuration files for the various programs, and it's easier to edit by hand than JSON, because JSON, it's optimized for, you know, parsing by the computer, and it's very strange if you have to edit it by hand. Also, this framework I started like 2006, so XML was all the rage at the time, and if I have to change the format, it's gonna take me like a month for all the projects. But yeah, The program itself is in Perl, or the programs. It's quite a lot, and the how can I put it? If I need to make a complex list, and as soon as I fix it, column entry ID. Did I? Did I just mess this up? Entry ID, yes. No, that should be NFT ID. I can make quite complex dynamic tables by just copying a bit of XML, like you see here, and that's the list and edit module, and that can do quite a lot of things. I'm using only a small part of it, but you know, you have you can, you know, filter by column, you can search everything, and I probably don't have I can demonstrate on my main website. It's the same framework. You have simple things like whatever, and you can say I have my blog, and that's a different domain. That's just for whatever. Let's say you can edit an article like this. This is the exact same module. This is the exact same module, and you have things like I still need to update the colors. Sorry about that. Don't have the latest version of the framework installed. You have what you see is what you get. Editor, and you can even edit JavaScript code. You can have multiple tabs. You can add extra JavaScript in the mask itself and what have you. And this thing, my blog thing, even posts out tweets and whatever. And what you also can do with the list and edit mask is very simply write a wiki. You can just do, I don't know, I don't have any content, that was just a test, but you can link between the things and what have you, and then you have the viewer that has a wiki inside and whatever. So that thing is quite powerful. And if I say, okay, I want to make a new blah whatever, create, and then I can go in there and say I need an image from, it's all from the database, and say I need autofill data, or I need what was it called, a bubble. No, why don't I think I broke my filters. Okay, and that's unfortunate. Have to fix that on the weekend, but yeah, I can just, add an image from the database and then it's in the article. Of course we should delete it. Took me quite some time to come up with this, but if I say HD Mac server configs vim web, and all I need to do is to create a complete block editor. I have a database table behind it, and all I need to do is configure the columns. This is what you see on the selection list in front. These are the columns I display in the edit view. In basically this is the list, and this is the edit view, and all I have to do is say, okay, these are my columns with some special database stuff. If I need to, I can say the different tabs. That's the new tab thing. What I want, and if I need, say, and what you see is what you get, editor. All I say is editor, and the stuff does everything by itself. If I need a JavaScript editor, I say script editor, type, and say which column in the database, and that's basically it. And I can define some extra. That's basically a function that if I go in there, I can press this button here, and it inserts a short link to my blog article for the tweet. Yeah, that's a very, very powerful tool, but I digress. And yeah, third year student in computer science, so you're probably still quite young compared to me. I didn't start out all knowing. I started basically way back. I'm now 45 years old, and I've been programming since I was 8 years old. So that's a long time, and you start small, you learn all your life, and you write your own tools, and yeah. I wrote the the whole web framework. I wrote the web server behind it. I wrote the worker system behind it, and yeah, I started 2006, so it's been a long time working on that stuff. And the good thing about this is once you have your tools, either you write them or you learn them, you can just how can I put it? Sit down in the evening and start having fun, like writing your own cryptocurrency and writing your own NFT stuff. I mean, NFTs are a scam, but that's a different thing. But it's not. How can I put it? Once you know the stuff, it's not hard. It's just fun, but it's just a step-by-step process, and yeah, everyone starts small. And the most important part about software development isn't that you're the best or that you make huge amounts of money. I mean, yeah, that's fine if you make huge amounts of money, but you probably won't. The most important thing is that you have fun. And that could be writing a whole website just, because you don't have anything better to do, or because you want to learn how NFTs work. Or you could just, if you download pirated videos from wherever, they probably don't have good file names, so you write a command line tool to rename them, because, instead of spending 10 minutes renaming the files behind, why not spend 2 hours writing a tool that does it for you, but the next time you need it, you can just call it and it does it for you, and that's the fun about it. I mean, you could write your own. Yeah, of course you can ask me questions. That's one of my favorite things to do, answer questions. I mean, I spent a lot of time on Pearl Monks just answering questions, so whatever you want to know, just ask. So why did it log out? Did I log out? I logged out, yeah, okay. Yeah. Bum. Didn't error out, that's good. So mining on a laptop. No. I mean, how can I put it? The only thing you're probably going to achieve if you try crypto mining on a laptop is shorten the lifespan of your laptop, because it's running at full power all the time, which it isn't designed to do. And the thing is, cryptocurrency was quite a good idea in theory, but really nobody thought about the big downside of cryptocurrency, which is that the huge power consumption that has all sorts of problems, and also raises the it also raises the energy price for the average consumer, because suddenly we have a power shortage everywhere. And yeah, the thing is, yeah, it's not guaranteed that it will shorten the lifespan of your laptop, but think about this. If you use your laptop normally, it's probably using less than 10% of CPU and GPU power on average. Which means the cooling system doesn't work so hard, the CPU doesn't work so hard, the GPU doesn't work so hard. Um, so it's and also your hard disk probably doesn't have to work so hard if you store a lot of data, like the complete blockchain on your computer. Really depends on what you're doing, but and I'm not exactly sure how Ethereum does it, but say it writes temporary data to your SSD for every block it tries to mine. That means it's wearing out the SSD over time. The cooling system works harder because the computer does more, so the fans run at a higher RPM and stuff. So I would say it's it's yeah not ideal, especially it really depends on your laptop, but many consumer devices, especially laptops, but also desktops that have consumer hardware, aren't designed for a 24/7 operation. That's like, for example, the hard disks. That's why you have server hard disk and why you have consumer grade hard disks. And if you look up your hard disk on the manufacturer side, they often recommend it for like maximum 18 hours per day usage and blah 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 blah, because it just, you know, the more operating hours you have, the more likely it is to degrade over time. It's yeah. And the other thing is, I'm not sure if your laptop even has a good chance of, you know, or a good hash rate, let's say, compared to all the specialized hardware that's out there. So the real question is, will you even make enough money from mining to pay your power bill, your increased power bill that you have from running this? So it's really it depends on a lot of factors, but the biggest problem with uh, standard hardware these days is that it's often uses more energy than you make money for. So you might end up losing money just on the um, just on mining alone. Not to mention the long term wear problems that you might or might not get from mining on your laptop. So um it it's yeah. And for the question of will it shorten the life even with cold temperature? Yes. That has there are some good. I'm not sure how I can explain this, but basically transistors also wear out over time regardless of the temperature, and the faster they're switching, the faster they're wearing out and stuff. That there are some complex things, and it might or might not have an effect on your specific hardware. But yeah, I think it was Intel a few years back that was bitten by that problem. Something like a wearing out an internal thing in the, it was either the CPU or one of the north or south bridges, that handled a USB, and yeah, the design was technically okay to handle that constant data switching, but it wore out too fast. Whatever. And that's if you want to use your laptop for something really cool, then you can play around with let's see what I don't want to recover. Remind me later. Blah 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 blah. There's a project BioSim 4 where you can, simulate things and play with artificial intelligence. That thing is quite fun. This is my fork of the thing, and yeah, that can also does also quite a number on your laptop. It basically could max it out depending on your settings, but it's quite fun. But yeah, I don't think mining on a laptop makes all that much sense, but we can look. You said Ethereum mining calculator. Yes. Say you have 51 megahashes. Um, so depending on your power consumption, you might make $60 or less. While you also can't really use. Okay, so and your price per kilowatt is, well, yeah, but even with only 80, yeah, you make about $60. It could, with rising energy prices, say you pay 20 cents per kilowatt, then it obviously goes down. But yeah, $60 per month might look fine and might not. The real question with this stuff is, yeah, is it really worth it? Locking up your laptop basically 24/7 for such a meager profit that's going to fall over time when more people mine Ethereum, or not not more people, just if the network has more mining power, it might, in a half a year it might only be $30 a month, or $10, and in a year you might make a loss. So that means, yeah, you might over a year make maybe $600 profit. It might only be 100, might be less, because what's also important is, yeah, that's the raw profit. As soon as you want to buy something or transfer the Ethereum coins to somewhere else, you're gonna pay a transaction fee. And Ethereum transaction fee, yeah, man. I mean, okay, yeah, for $200, you can try. The real question is, yeah, I'm not sure exactly. Measures average fee in US dollars. So the minimum transaction fee can be $3. It can be, I don't know. What? I'm not sure if I'm reading the chart right, but okay, if you it seems like it could go way up, but yeah, I mean, you can try. If you do it only like a few months, it's probably not gonna harm your computer. I don't think it will. Unlikely. But I still would, just in case, let it only run like what 18 hours a day, and then just shut it down for a few hours, just suspend the RAM, and That way you basically keep it within normal usage parameters for consumer hardware. Because I'm assuming the laptop is your only device currently, so it I'm assuming you want to take care of it and have it for a few years to come. But yeah, it's it's really a trade-off. Um, and um, I mean, there are many ways to, you know, make money online that are like cryptocurrency mining thing is um it's speculation like many things that have to do with money. You know, you could mine a lot of Ethereum and the price goes down and you're starting very low, or you mine some Ethereum coins and the price goes up and you're suddenly looking at a $2,000 profit. It's who knows? Nobody can predict the future. I mean, you can go into a lot of stuff. I think. Let me see. Thing with Steam. Yeah. For example, that guy. Did some legal but certainly strange things with the Steam market and made quite a bit of profit. Because, well, he just went in and basically bought out the market for a specific emoji and then could sell it for 100 times the price. I'm not sure if that is better or worse, but well, it's possible. And if you want to make a bit money on the side, you might as well use your computer science knowledge to either, write a bot to do some trading online, or just ask other people. Maybe they need some programs, or maybe your someone needs this is my dog website, which you can probably click together in a day, and earn money that way, because you learn something, you get paid for it, and that's also a way of making money. And you can always invest it in cryptocurrency if you like, no? That's this is if you're doing computer science stuff, you have a lot of options. So not sure if crypto mining on a laptop is really the optimum way to use the device when you have so much other possibilities, especially if when you're studying computer science. So and another bit of advice related to computer science: contribute to open source projects, because when you do open source projects, either you have your own or you contribute to other projects. When you go look for work, you can show off open source. You can't show off, stuff that you never published or don't have the rights to publish. But if you write open source, that is something you can show your future employer, and that might increase your initial salary because you can show, hey, I have an experience in that, and that will make you money long term. But yeah, I've been rambling on for quite a long time. I think I'm done programming for today. So, but if you have any other questions, I'm happy to answer them. Yeah, that should quite easily work. I might do another stream tomorrow and implement the NFT stuff. Did I have the original? Might need to install the latest. Is there a website for open source? Yes. Many. More than you can think of. Well, the first thing to look for is, of course, GitHub. You can just search for basically anything that's open source. So, like, say, if you like downloading from YouTube, you could, or from other video websites, you could just go on YouTube DL. I think yeah, their website is GitHub YouTube DL. Yeah, for example, you could go there and say, if you, I think that's written in Python, so if you like Python, you can see if you can contribute there. Not sure if that's the official repository, but you can do that, or there's a number of open source projects, too many to count actually. if you say you like or you want to edit videos, you could go to KDN Live, open source video editor, and you can contribute bug reports. You can somewhere in there is where you can contribute code, whatever. It's a bit differently organized for different projects. Say you want to work on a Linux desktop environment, you can help that project out, get involved. You can work on documentation, translation, development, or just help promote it. It's a complete desktop environment. This one I'm using actually. That's XFCE on Linux. So many open source projects. It really depends on what you are interested in. Pretty much for everything that exists, or there is an open source project that does that. If you say you want to work on virtual machines, for example, virtual box, I think they you can contribute to that project as well. So if you need virtual machines, why not use that and work on that, or small things, yeah, basically anything. So but GitHub is a good start. And in theory, if you just like to do small programs, you can even go to like Fiverr and open your offer your services. So whatever, it's as long as you have it public. It's something you can show off to friends, to future employers, everything. I mean, if you want to program C++, you can also head to Biosym 4 and, contribute your ideas there. It's a bit strangely designed, but it allows you to let's see, I did upload a video, I think. Did I? Yeah. Let me stop the music. It's a simulator that makes that evolves creatures, and you can tune the simulator, you can tune the scenarios, you can create new scenarios. And for example, in this scenario, the goal is that a lot of creatures or all the creatures only survive if they end up in the green circle. And basically, the simulation over 30,000 generations evolved creatures with a neural net that makes them go there. So, yeah, it's all mm, um, really big list of interesting open source projects. Uh-huh. Okay. But yeah, that's how to contribute. That's a good start. And um, yeah. How can I put it? At the beginning of a project, I have I have the same problem. I don't often know a lot about the project. When I started my own version of Biosym 4, I copied the thing, and the last time before that I programmed C++ is like 10 years ago, so I pretty much had to learn again from scratch. And what did I know about neural networks or genetic algorithms? Well, a little. I did an experiment a few years ago with genetic algorithms and another with neural nets, but that is like 2 decades ago. But yeah, I downloaded this and then I just started with, oh, I want to make this small little change. And then I just, search through the code where that stuff happens, try to improve it. The first changes took like a few hours until I got familiar with the code. So, and everyone has to start somewhere. It's not 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 if you start a new topic or a new thing, you start out by knowing almost nothing about it. That's quite okay. That's normal. What you then do is you just look what others have done, how they've done it, and then maybe you think, oh, yeah, what they have done doesn't make sense. What if I do this differently? And then you think of it, the code, and you try to make it work, and maybe you get a better result. Maybe it turns out the people who originally did it right. Who knows? But no matter what, you learn something. That's all there is. And yeah, at the beginning it might be hard work, but it's also fun. And that's the nice thing about computer science and software development, because you can just think of it something and immediately see the result, good or bad, but you know you know what's happened or not happened, and you can tinker with it some more. Um, if you're in like I don't know, gardening, and you want to create a better tomato, then it's probably gonna take 6 months before you even know if you did something right or wrong. But computers, it's just, you know, uh, super, no? And fast. I mean, you could go in and say, I don't know, go in and say you want to, uh, what do I have here? Um, um, yeah. Say you want to write the full text of 99 bottles of beer. Simple example. Um, you can just go in and start trying things and tinkering with stuff. And it, of course, depends on your programming language, but it's your strict yes warnings, and then you can say my bottles is 99 while bottles print of beer on the wall. Take one down, pass it around. Then you decrement and say of beer on the wall. Yeah, and then you can, you know, think of it. And then you can play with that. It's you start small, like with something like this, and then you can say, I don't know. Uh, so yeah. Be not found error. Yeah. Click, click, click. Wrong. Um, and it's you just start playing around with the stuff. So um, it could And then you can say, okay, I want to put, I want to, huh? Did I did something wrong? Okay. And that needs more text. And then you can, in theory, put that into a file and pipe that into Figlet. And then you have big text. Yeah. Minus F small, I think. Yeah. Minus 340. Yeah. And then you can play around with stuff and learn some stuff, and that's basically all there is. And you can, with command line tools like this, you can write your own mini programs like watch that minus and on every second you want to execute the date command, and then you got a clock. But of course that's not fun, so we add minus f small, and then we got a big clock, and that's, yeah, 40. Fig list. What do we have here? Or you can yeah, and this. So you would say that, and then it doesn't work. Okay. But yeah. And you can do all kinds of funny stuff with simple programs, and that's all there is. You just play around, and I think that, let me look something up. Okay, so no, I should have yeah, I wrote an article few years ago. Like someone wants to calculate something, and I just said, okay, I have a few minutes, and what I said to them is basically what I'm saying now is, don't design a whole complicated thing and get beaten by it. Just start small, have fun, see what you can do, and what you really need to solve a problem, and then I went ahead, wrote an article, a post. It wasn't long, but it is a complete piggy bank in CSV files, basically, what you can load into Excel. So, and that's just, parsing the files, um, doing some accounting, and bam, you're done. That's Wikipedia for you. Piggy bank is the traditional name of a coin accumulation and storage receptacle. Yes, sir. But, but yeah, it's simply and I think basically I'm pretty much done for today. Um I might I just have to see. I need to commit this so I don't lose it. Um, if the thing is okay, push that to the repository and then we're done for today. And as I said, I might be back tomorrow. Um, I'm probably will be. I'm not sure about the time, but probably around the same time. I'll do another live stream because I really, really want to get that stuff finished, or at least, yeah, you know how it is with software. It's never finished. It's just um better, more advanced bugs. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.